Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, IELTS Preparation with Max Excel. Today, we are diving into how to structure a discussion essay for your IELTS exam. If you missed our last video on opinion essays, definitely go back and check that out for some awesome insights that'll also help you here. And hey, don't forget to stick around because we've got more essay types to cover in our upcoming videos. Now, before we jump into today's main event, let's quickly touch base on the IELTS writing test's grading criteria. Knowing what the examiners are looking for is key to nailing your essay, so let's brush up on those standards before we break down the discussion essay structure. Ready? Let's get into it. Firstly, task response, tackle the question head-on. Your essay should address both views presented and clearly articulate your own opinion. It's crucial to back up your points with concrete examples and evidence, showing a thorough understanding of the topic. Next, coherence and cohesion, flow is key. Organize your ideas in a logical sequence. Each paragraph should introduce a new point, and you should use transitional phrases to link these ideas smoothly, guiding your reader through your argument seamlessly. Then, lexical resource, dazzle with your word choice. Utilize a wide range of vocabulary to express your thoughts clearly and effectively. Avoid redundancy by varying your language and phrasing. Finally, grammatical range and accuracy, demonstrate your grammatical prowess. Employ both simple and complex sentence structures to prove your linguistic capabilities while ensuring your grammar is accurate to maintain clarity and precision in your writing. Let's get right into the heart of today's video. We are tackling discussion essays, a crucial part of the IELTS writing section. So, what exactly is a discussion essay? Unlike opinion essays where you are generally taking a stand, discussion essays require you to explore multiple viewpoints before giving your own conclusion. It's all about weighing different sides of an argument. In this video, we are going to break down exactly how to structure a discussion essay, and I'll walk you through an example to show you how it's done step by step. This way, you'll have a clear template to follow and adapt based on whatever topic you're given in the test. Let's start structuring. 1. Introduction. Clearly introduce the topic at hand and mention that different perspectives exist. It's important here to paraphrase the question to show understanding and set up the structure of the essay. To body paragraph 1, side 1. This paragraph should focus on the first viewpoint. Start with a clear topic sentence that states what this viewpoint is. Then, explain why some people hold this view, providing specific reasons and examples. It's crucial to delve into the details here, who believes this and why. Try to include factual data or real-life examples if possible. 3. Body paragraph 2, side to here, you'll examine the opposite viewpoint. Again, start with a topic sentence that introduces this second perspective. Discuss why others may disagree with the first view, providing their reasons and evidence. This could be ethical considerations, different priorities, or practical implications. For your opinion, in some discussion essays, you might be asked to give your own opinion. If that's the case, include a separate paragraph for your stance. Clearly state your view and back it up with reasons and evidence. If you are not asked for your opinion, you can skip this paragraph. 5. Conclusion. Sum up the discussed viewpoints and restate in brief how these are supported or challenged. If you have included your own opinion, reiterate it concisely, ensuring that it reflects the discussion in your essay. Here's the essay prompt we'll work with. Essay prompt. Some people believe that studying history is very important and we must study the past to understand the present. Others say that it is useless and should not be studied at all. Discuss both views and give your opinion. Introduction. In recent discussions, the value of studying history has emerged as a contentious topic. On one side, proponents assert that understanding historical events is fundamental to grasping current global contexts and avoiding the repetition of past errors. On the other side, critics argue that dedicating resources to history takes away from more practical educational pursuits that could directly benefit technological and scientific advancements. This essay will explore both perspectives on whether studying history is indispensable or an expendable part of modern education before concluding with a personal perspective. Body paragraph 1, Viewpoint 1. Many argue that history is a vital area of study, essential for our understanding of the present and preparation for the future. Proponents of this viewpoint assert that historical knowledge enables us to learn from past mistakes, thereby preventing repetition. For instance, examining the causes and consequences of world wars helps societies avoid similar conflicts. Additionally, history instills a sense of identity and belonging by helping individuals connect with their cultural roots. Body paragraph 2, Viewpoint 2. Conversely, some critics claim that history is not as useful, suggesting that excessive focus on the past might hinder progress. They argue that it is more beneficial to invest resources in technology and science education, which are more likely to yield direct improvements in living standards and healthcare. For example, a focus on technological innovation led to the development of the Internet, which has had a profound impact on modern society, far outweighing the practical contributions of historical knowledge. Your opinion? In my view, while advancing science and technology is crucial, understanding history is equally important. History not only provides lessons from the past but also helps shape our cultural understanding and ethical framework. A balanced educational curriculum that includes both history and scientific advancement is most beneficial for societal development. Conclusion. To conclude, although the views on the importance of studying history vary, both sides present valid arguments. History offers invaluable insights into our past mistakes and cultural heritage, which are essential for societal evolution. However, it is also important to recognize the significant benefits that science and technology bring to contemporary life. Therefore, a balanced approach that does not neglect historical education is advisable. And that's a wrap. Just a quick reminder before you go, there's no strict rulebook on exactly how to write your IELTS essay. However, it's super important to make sure that your essay ticks all the boxes according to the grading criteria. You want to be clear in your task response, organized in your ideas, rich in your vocabulary use, and sharp with your grammar. These are your keys to not just writing a great essay but scoring well too. So, keep these tips in mind and use them as your roadmap. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and drop any questions you have in the comments below. We love hearing from you and are here to help with any doubts you might have. Stay tuned for more informative videos like this one and make sure to check out our previous videos for more IELTS tips and strategies. Thanks again for watching and see you in the next video.